coming to nursing was a sort of circuitous path for me. I had been practicing massage therapy for many years. And while I loved working as a massage therapist, and I certainly do not want to speak ill of the profession, I know Pacific has a pathway for massage, and it's a wonderful profession. But I had come to a place where my Buddhist practice as a Zen Buddhist priest, I felt a desire to be of service, not just to those who could come into the spa I was working in and afford to have a massage there, but to those who needed help and maybe didn't have the means to uh, receive the help that massage therapy can offer. And so a coworker of mine in the spa was pursuing a degree in nursing, and that sort of planted the seed. And then I was unfortunately assaulted in a gay bashing in Houston, Texas. And in going into the emergency room, the care I received there and the compassion I received from the nurses there further sort of watered that seed. And I thought, nursing may be something that I need to do. And after some thinking about it, as I've been a nurse going on 20 years now, and I was in a new relationship at the time with my now husband, and I said, what would it be like if I upturned the cart and said, I'm going back to school and pursuing a second baccalaureate in nursing. I think it's what I want to do. And fortunately, he said, pursue your passion. And so I went in and got a BSN in nursing. And now seeking an MSN in nursing, in holistic nursing specifically, I feel like it's sort of the synthesis of my full life's experience, my many years of Buddhist practice, and my years as a massage therapist, particularly studying Oshiatsu with Wataru Ohashiatsu, prior to receiving my licensure for massage therapy. So 5-element theory, massage therapy, Buddhist practice, and my nursing practice all sort of came together and said, a degree in holistic nursing is what might be right for you. It kind of brings together all of these pathways in one way. And I think that's what holistic nursing offers many of us that pursue the path. We have what might be seen as seemingly divergent backgrounds, and yet somehow the field of holistic nursing makes space for all that information to come together and to be of service to our patients in that way. So how I came to Pacific College, again, this was somewhat accidental. As a Buddhist teacher and a Zen Buddhist sensei in that tradition, I had feelings that there's sort of an expectation that you're going to write and be published in Zen periodicals, Tricycle Magazine, The Lion's Roar, the sort of Zen Buddhist or Buddhist rags that are out in public. And so I really thought, I'm going to be going for an MDiv. I'll be going for a master's in divinity and Buddhist studies. And I was looking at those programs, and there was, sort of a resistance, like, who does this serve? What is getting my MDiv serve? Who do I serve in doing that? And, it was my Buddhist practice that brought me to nursing, as I sort of said in my first question asked. And so I thought, maybe I need to get a master's in nursing, and maybe I can be of the most service in that way, as opposed to getting an MDiv and writing about Buddhism. Because, in Zen practice particularly, our teaching is outside of the scriptures, outside of the words and letters. And so to study it is, the world doesn't need more Buddhist scholars. It needs more Buddhist practitioners. And the world doesn't need, more nursing scholars, although nursing scholarship is wonderful, and that's some of what I'm doing. But it needs, nurses who have the background and have the understanding to affect education, to affect people's lives positively. So coming to Pacific College, while it was somewhat accidental, there's no accidents. I saw the advertisements for it, and the seed that I described was watered further, and I thought this might be a pathway for me. This might be a path that serves both my Buddhist practice and my Buddhist teaching, and also my nursing practice and the ability to be of service to patients in the nursing realm. These two things may come together perfectly with this degree. And now that I'm in it and I'm studying it and I'm, coming towards 3 weeks away from the end of my first year, but who's counting? 3 weeks away from the end of my first year, I'm seeing that, yes, this is of great value. I will walk away with a degree that really sort of allows me to fully embrace all the gifts that I have been given and fortunate to partake in, my mindfulness practice, my nursing practice, that to synthesize them all and to bring them together in one place. And Pacific College Masters in Science Nursing has really allowed that to happen. So I'm very grateful to the program and grateful particularly to the students in the program who are doing this along with me, whose paths are very different than mine, and yet um, we're all very similar in our differences in that we bring so much background and so much richness and diversity to the program that allows us to further our careers as nurses in a way that many master's programs wouldn't allow. So I'm grateful for that. So when I think about holistic nursing and what it means to me, I can't help but think of, and this sort of lets the cat out of the bag, that I love all things HGTV, and I love the cooking show Chopped. And there was my teacher's teacher, Mayazumi Roshi, who came from Japan and brought the Zen Dharma, Soto Zen Buddhism to the West and empowered my teacher as a teacher, who then empowered me. He would often say, use all the ingredients of your life, use all the ingredients. And in Chopped, this TV show, if you haven't seen it, the contestants receive a basket of ingredients. And they open it up and they have to use all of them to cook a delicious meal. And holistic nursing, I often think, is that. As nurses, we enter a patient and nurse encounter having no idea what ingredients we're going to encounter. And sometimes they can be noxious and not the ingredient we wanted to work with that day. We might have wanted something entirely different, and yet we're presented with this ingredient. So how do we transform it? How do we transform the ingredients we are receiving moment after moment, moment after moment? Each encounter, new ingredients, a new opportunity to make a meal with the patient and with us and with the environment and all the factors. And that's holism. Often I think holistic nursing is seen as, essential oils and modalities that are based in Ayurveda and in Eastern medicine. And it's all of those things. It's not that. But holistic nursing is really going back to the roots of nursing, which is saying, I'm going to go into this situation regardless of what it presents to me. I'm going to take it all in, leave nothing out, and transform it and make a delicious meal of it to the best of my ability. One patient encounter after another, and it can be challenging, but this education, this program is giving me the tools, offering me the cooking tools, if you will, to be the chef that can meet each patient encounter with all its new ingredients and prepare a new meal and each interaction that I come into now. So I'm appreciative of that. So specifically for me, I see all too often, and this is true in my workplace, that we speak about wellness and that we're interested in wellness, and often, a sign will be above a clinic or something that says, wellness. And all too often, it's really an illness center. So while we like to say I work in I work in college health, and we call our clinic, a wellness center. Um, but it really has nothing to do with that. It's an illness center. Students come to us when they're ill and they need care. And there's nothing wrong with that model. But, I think of Chinese medicine and the old adage that the emperor was paid, I'm sorry, the doctor was paid by the emperor when he was well, and payment was held when he was unwell. So you know it's about maintaining health and promoting health and preventing illness. And all too often, in the reductionist views that we have in sort of current medicine, we are, looking specifically at an organ, specifically at an issue, and we're missing the whole picture. And so, to practice holistic nursing and to have the opportunity to study it in this way is to bring back and own the concept of wellness. So I'm hoping, as we've done a deep dive where I work at some of the issues that our clinic has, that I'll be able to move into a role where I can promote wellness and actually make a shift from putting fires out to fire prevention. So I see that my role in holistic nursing will be that, whether it is where I currently work, and I hope it is, to shift my sort of job description into more of what I'm already doing, and to expand upon it, to really be doing the outreach, so that we keep students out of the clinic, or we keep students who are coming in to further their wellness, not to address their illness. Certainly students get ill, and certainly we can meet them, where they are, but we shouldn't leave them where they are when we meet them where they are. We should meet them where they are and then bring them to a new place of wellness in that interaction. So it's my hope that this degree, it's not my hope, it is my knowledge that this degree will allow for that to happen. So I'm looking forward to the moment that I graduate and I can move into a position to say, this is how we're going to do things now. We're going to shift from the old reductionist view, and we're going to move into taking care of people before they come through our door and not after. So, oh, 3 fun facts you don't know about me. I don't know. What are 3 fun facts you don't know about me? I have hairless Sphinx cats, um, Dottie and Sadie. We had three. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye recently to one of them, but Dottie and I'm sorry, Dottie and I'm sorry, Sadie and Hattie are. I'm surprised they haven't photobombed yet. They're usually all about being up in my business when I'm on the computer. So I have hairless Sphinx. And, I'm a big gardener. I love to be out in the garden. So I'm very excited that living here in the Northeast, we've got stuff under grow lights now, and we're getting really excited about getting out into the garden when the temps have finally allowed for us to plant. And a third thing, that's two. I live again along the Shungunk Ridge in New Paltz, New York. And so we have some of the best rock climbing. And while I am not a rock climber, it does allow for absolutely stunning hiking here. So if and when I have time, and be advised, this program is going to take you time. It's not easy, but it's well worth it. But every now and then I say I got to put the laptop away and I got to get out into nature. And we've got some of the most beautiful nature around, in my humble opinion. So usually I'm out hiking whenever I have an opportunity. So the only advice I would give students who are thinking about this program is do it. Uh, don't hesitate, whether it's this program or it's another program, and I hope it's this program for you because I found it to be very, very beneficial and a perfect synthesis, as I said earlier, of all of my, diverse background. Uh, but don't hesitate. It's possible. it's a lot of work. You know, master's degrees are not something simple. They require a lot of work, but you're capable. Um, you've got it. Do it. This program, the professors have been so supportive, and also the community. I have to say, I was afraid that an asynchronous online degree would be me just floating out in cyberspace, slogging through readings and posting papers. And it's just not that. Immediately, because of the nature of this program being holistic, classmates said, let's get a WhatsApp group. Let's meet on Zoom calls outside of, you know, the school hours. We have to create a community, and we did. So fear not. That is a large part of what's happening behind the scenes. You may not see it in the syllabus. You may not see it, you know, offered in the class offerings, but it's there. There's a community of like-minded people with diverse backgrounds just waiting to meet you and share their experience and their backgrounds in holism, and to encourage you to stay the course and get this degree. It's going to be worth it. It's well worth it. So I'm very, very pleased that I'm doing this program, and I'm excited for myself and for the cohort I'm with. So come and join us, be part of us.